Well, hello, hello. Welcome into a brand new episode of
What's the Trend?
We are so glad to have you for this week. It's a special one, Aaron.
It's a very special one. We're not going to do our regular show as we usually do. We actually had a guest in studio with us who was just a joy to have in here. It's actually our first musical guest that we've ever had.
You're right about that. I didn't realize that till you had said that. We hope to get more of those along the way. We love anything that has to do with entertainment. That's what this show is all about.
And shout out to Jamie French for getting us in contact with this person. It was amazing.
That's right. If Jamie French recommends it, it's definitely
valid.
Valid, that's for sure. Speaking of Jamie French, our Union County girly, this person is actually based in Union County and making waves right now all across the area, really the country for that matter. He has done sold out shows, recorded in Nashville, played on Broadway in Nashville, has even new music to talk about. So we're going to go ahead and introduce him. It's Tyler Garrett, singer-songwriter, country artist. On this week's episode, Aaron and I had, as you said, fantastic conversation and a joy to have him on this week's show.
Oh, it was such a blast. He was so cool. And little did I know that I had actually already heard him before this interview. So make sure you stay tuned for that interview right now. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of What's the Trend? Today, we have a very special guest with us in the studio, and his name is
Tyler Garrett. We're so happy to have Tyler Garrett join us now. He is Union County based, just like our very own Jamie French.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
Tyler.
love Union County.
We love our Union County people here. Of course, Tyler, we're so happy to have you. Now, Tyler has sold out shows across the country. He's a country music singer-songwriter, and we're going to get right into it. We want to hear about your career and kind of how it all got started and what is on the horizon for you, Tyler Garrett. We said you're going to be a household name if you already are not for a lot of us.
Oh, hey, I cannot wait.
He's like, I'm not mad about it.
No, I'm not mad about that. To be honest with you, it all started back in church when I was young. I started playing music. My whole family plays music on my dad's side of the family. And I picked up a guitar at 13 and started writing music, and it was just down. I mean, it's been uphill, but it's been downhill musically from there.
So in church, that's when you kind of got the first little bit, we'll call it a music bug, if you will, where you were like, hey, I like this thing called music. And you started playing drums at 7 too, right?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I started playing the drums at 7 years old, and like singing in the church band, and I think I wrote a little gospel song for my sister one time when I was like 8, 9 years old.
That's awesome.
But it started young.
That's amazing. I was going to ask you, like, when it comes to like songwriting, what really inspires you? Because it's such a foreign concept to me and a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I don't know how people just sit down and
just
write
have
a song.
Like an idea
it's mind-blowing.
out of nowhere.
Well, I always say good minds think alike. So a lot of my songwriting comes from experiences or something that I've seen somebody go through that I kind of relate to or kind of felt. But most of the time it starts off with an idea or something like that, and then I have some buddies I call, and we bounce ideas back and forth. We get in the room spinning, and it doesn't usually take too long to get a good song and then get it perfected. And the art of writing music is different for everybody.
And we're going to get to the art of just how you write music here in a little bit. I want to walk through some of your singles later on in the episode. Take us back, though. So you're in church, growing up in, I believe, Florida is where you kind of started, and now you're Union County based. We'll get to that. You start playing the drums. Then eventually, you love that. You pick up the guitar. And then what happens during like those younger years in middle school? And did you kind of know at a young age, like, hey, I think this is what I want to do someday?
I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't think that music was just a way of life for me. Like I picked up the guitar. When I picked up the guitar, I really started focusing on, that's when I really got involved with music and started listening. Like I played by ear, so I'd listen to songs I liked, like little licks of, like Keith Whitley, Don't Close Your Eyes. That was the first song I ever learned how to play on the guitar. And when it started from there, like it turned into like, dang, like how can I make this song mine? And then it turned into writing music, and it's just really been I've come a long ways since then, I guess I should say.
Now, I wonder, anybody in your family musical? Is that something that you grew up in a household where, you guys were always listening to music? You mentioned Keith Whitley. Did that kind of what you grew up on inspire you a little bit, or?
Yes, Keith Whitley, like my family, my dad always like my dad would. He's like I am. Like I guess this is where I get it from. But I remember him showing me Mark Chestnut when I was a kid, and he would be picking out little parts of the song, like how he'd say his words and how like where he'd take his breaths at and all. And I didn't pay attention then at what he was doing until I got older and realized like I knew what he was doing. Like I'm like it's so because I take little pieces from artists and try to make it my own, put my own spin on it. And I guess music, to answer your last question, music's always been a way of life. It never really occurred to me until I got older that I could make a career out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. I actually, oddly enough, I've heard you sing before because I was at Six Strings. I know you performed there a
Wow.
lot, and I
We got a fan in
remember
the house.
we do. I was with Haley Kirby, who used to work here,
Oh, okay.
and we were just out on the balcony, and I was like, "Who is that?" And she's like, "I actually know him. It's Tyler Garrett." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then when Jamie French
Yeah.
suggested this, I was like, "I already have heard his stuff."
I have heard the name Tyler Garrett. It's your name is out there, and like I said, becoming a household name.
Yes.
That's the
Oh,
goal.
That's the goal. Well,
And listen, I'm not a country person usually, but I was like, okay, this is actually really good. And I saw how receptive the audience was. How does that feel, like getting that kind of hype from people?
it feels amazing. Like that's like anybody that tells you they don't like the attention is lying to you because the reason they do this is not for praise so much as like when I write a song, I don't know. I guess it's the best way I can express myself, and when I sing it and people feel it,
Mm.
I mean, it shows me that people relate through feeling and through song. I believe music helps people a lot, and that's my goal. As far as a career goes, I want to help people like me that's been through some of the rougher parts in life, and show them that whatever it is you believe in yourself, hone that and make something out of it because I mean, you are somebody no matter what.
You got Aaron Weeks to boot Scootin'
I
Boogie.
know. Hey.
You was Boot
You're
Scootin'
doing
Boogie. Was my
something.
band
Well,
there? Was
yeah.
my band there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we were hanging out that
Yeah.
night, wasn't we?
Mhm.
I know, like I said, this interview, we actually were so excited. Our very own Jamie French brought this idea to the table to have you on. We love that you both are from Union County. You have that in common. And she described you, she's like, you're just a good old local farm boy pursuing this music dream. And I think you've really captured an audience here locally. Have you seen just over the past couple years here that fan base grow?
Absolutely. It's grown, and Union County supports me so much. Like, when I moved to Union County, I know, like when I moved to Union County a couple years ago, I ran in, I ran into Thomas Goodlow with Thomas Entertainment, and he introduced me to a whole network of people and started booking me shows. That's where it started, was with my live shows, and then he booked me out at the French's campsite one night, and it's like it's that group. Union County has just showed me a lot of love since. I mean, the whole county of Union County has just showed me a lot of love since I moved up here.
And you got a lot of love because you took that career then to Nashville. Got some love in Nashville too. Let's
It-
kind of talk about that journey. So
Nashville
you
was
grew up playing. You obviously have the music bug. You have a gift. You decide I'm going to start sharing this. I want to
Mhm.
start gigging, as we'll call it,
Yeah.
here locally. And then tell us about how it all got to Nashville.
well when I come up here. I did a show. I moved up. I moved out of Florida, and I did a show up here in Kentucky in Union County, and I knew, like, from the after I did that show and I met Thomas and all them. I told Tom, I was like, I'm gonna move to Union County, and literally 2 weeks later, me and we all picked up and left. I was living with my mom.
It's that good there, huh?
I loved it. Like, yeah, we moved to Union County and we never looked back. And so I started playing live shows that year that I moved there, and that
And
summer.
what year was that, by the way?
It was 2000 and I believe 23.
Okay.
I want to say it was 23. It could. Don't quote me on
That's
that. It
okay.
could be 24. It's been the last few years has went by. I mean, been
Yeah.
grinding. But to finish what I was saying, I moved there and started playing live shows, and it just started growing. started meeting a lot of more people, and met a few writers. I played the writers round, Sandy Lee Songwriters Fest right there in Henderson,
Yes.
and that introduced me to a lot of people. And then that following year is when I started doing TikTok and social media and focusing on that. And TikTok had just started growing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of followers on TikTok, and now it's turned into. Last year I went to Nashville, so I went to Nashville and tried the Broadway scene. That's not the route. That's hard.
That's not the
hard.
route.
It's so expensive to live there.
It is. It is. I lived there for
mean,
about 10 years, and I
Casie knows.
recall
It's hard.
it's kind of a beast. You know, you get down there, and I think as a singer songwriter, from what I'm guessing, your experience, you get down there, and everybody's doing it. You know, and you kind of feel like, where do I fit in? And so I think, you know, you get down there, and it can get a little bit, you know, swept away with it, but I will say, the fan base that you're growing right here, I mean, that's how artists like Luke Combs did it.
Yeah.
They, you know, when you get that hometown fan base growing and become a name that more and more people get, then they pick up that up in Nashville. And I want to talk about that a little bit, because you kind of are taking the route of social media and TikTok, and that's a pretty smart path these days.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be old school Broadway.
I think that's, at least from what I've seen, that's a huge source of like getting your name out there is through TikTok, Instagram. The more followers, the more eyes on you.
Mhm.
At least when it comes to music, that's how I find half of the music that I have on my Spotify.
Same.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly. Well, it takes a lot of like you said, it takes a lot of hard work on social media and friends and people to share your stuff out. That's the biggest thing. Like I tell them at my live shows, you know, throwing a tip in that bucket is amazing. Love it. But what you can really do is pull your phone out and scan this barcode right here and get all my social medias and share it out to your friends and family. If you really like what you're hearing, share it out. That's the best way to do it.
Tyler Garrett gone viral. We
Tyler.
love it.
Well,
We're trying to go viral here. We want you on the show.
Yeah.
We're going to.
It's going to happen.
So, Aaron, what do you say we talk a little bit about? We all have different taste and style in music. I know, Aaron, what would you say is your favorite genre, if you will?
Oh, man.
Putting you on the spot.
Me, this is not my interview, but I mean, I don't know, probably 90s.
Yes, 90s.
90s for sure.
Really, too.
Yes.
I like 90s and 90s country, to be honest.
90s country is where it's at. I will always stand by that.
Oh, you like 90s country?
I sure do.
Our buddy Tyler here, that's kind of that's what I was leading to, is you're really inspired by a lot of these country 90s artists. Like you mentioned Keith Whitley, Travis Tritt,
Yes.
obviously modern day artists. I know you mentioned Morgan Wallen's a big inspiration. I got like a list here, but I love that most of these names are 90s artists. Joe Diffie stands out to me.
Yeah.
John Michael Montgomery.
Dude, John Michael
So,
Montgomery.
yeah, well, when you're talking to new people here that were meeting you for the first time, those are your inspirations. Would you say that's kind of your sound, or?
I would say it's yes, and also, I mean, I'm mixed with some Southern rock. Leonard Skinner. Like I was raised in Jacksonville, Florida, and from a little county called Baker County, right out of Jacksonville. And shout out Baker County.
Baker County.
Yeah, but Leonard Skinner was right from around there, and so like that was a big thing down there. Southern rock was a huge thing, and it played a big inspiration on. Like when I first started writing music, that's the type of, that Brantley Gilbert gritty. Just that was my style, and I have transitioned since I've gotten older into like a more modern or more or less modern 90s country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's less modern now. So
It's kind of something for everybody. They're like from 90s fans to, again, like you said, Southern rock, your Leonard Skinner vibes, inspiration. So that's kind of what you're going to get when you get the Tyler Garrett, music. I also feel like, we listen to some of the songs.
We do.
It's so fun.
We did our research.
We do our research. It's a
y'all are
tough
awesome.
job. Someone's got to do it. No, it's great. Listen to good music at our
Yeah.
desk. Come on.
Why not?
I was listening in the car earlier to the Beach Buzz, and
good.
I mean it's just fun. It's a good sound,
yeah, you can get a beach buzz anywhere.
Right, honestly, let's talk about some of your music. So
Okay.
Jamie sent us some of her favorites that you do live. Beach Buzz was one of them. I know Outweigh the Bad and Sip It Slow.
Yeah, Outweigh the Bad and Sip It Slow.
Yeah, so we were listening to them. I mean, you can't not sing along and love it. It's so catchy. Talk about your music. When you sit down to write, I mean, where do you come up with this? And it's a gift.
Like Beach Buzz come up from we was down me and the family, we were all down in daggum, hold on, Gulf Shores.
Pensacola. I was going to start listening. Panama City Beach.
Hey, it's been a long.
Sounds like you
Hey,
did have a heck of a beach
it's
buzz.
early. It's
Trying to tell you.
So buzzy didn't remember where it was.
we were down in the Gulf Shores and at the condo down there and sitting out, and I was like, man, I got me a beach buzz, and I was like, that'd be a good song. I was like, well, we'll write it tonight. And the phrase, it's just basically the phrase is what I'm getting at.
But that's
The
a lot
phrase
of
is,
talent, though, to just like
We'll write
have
it tonight.
2 words and then just like taffy pull that into a song.
man, I really appreciate that. It's fun, man. I love trying to make it makes your mind work too,
Mhm.
trying to make it rhyme and make sense.
I was going to ask you, do you have a favorite song that you perform of your own?
I would have to say one of my favorite songs to perform of mine would be, I like Locked Up. That's one of my favorite songs to perform because it's one of the first songs that I wrote and recorded.
Cool.
Like it isn't the first song I wrote; it's the first song that I wrote that I'd recorded and put out to the world, and it got a lot of good feedback. And so I guess that would be one of my favorite songs. But I also have songs that haven't been recorded yet that I like to play too. So
He's like, I'd like to get those recorded.
yeah.
What's Locked Up about, and where do you record?
I recorded in Nashville with a man named Lyndon McCarty,
Great.
and he's awesome. Lyndon he's built his own studio, in his garage, and I mean it's professional.
Yeah.
It's all professional. It's really industry quality. So
Mm-hmm. And what's Locked Up about? Since that's,
Locked
like
Up-
Aaron asked, that's a good question. What is your favorite? It's hard to pick. It's like picking your favorite kid. But
Yeah.
you said that, what's that one about?
Well, Locked Up is about how strong love can be. Now, locked up, when you explain locked up, people automatically think jail or they think, trapped. That's not exactly the case. You can relate it to that,
Yeah.
in some cases, or you could relate it to being overseas or being gone, like out of town working. And I mean, you're confined to this. You're confined to an office somewhere that is strange. You're locked up, but so basically it makes you appreciate being away from somebody, makes you appreciate them more.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Correct. So
Yeah.
so I'm like I'm locked
yeah.
up. You know what I mean? Like I related it to going to jail. I have a past, and that's anybody can look that up. So
Yeah, I mean, that's part of your story. I look at
Yeah.
Jelly Roll, who, I mean, you talk
Hello.
about overcoming. I mean, everybody is
Yeah.
talk about a household name, and I think having a story kind of is what makes you,
everybody has a past, and it's not about what you did yesterday. It's how you deal with it tomorrow. And
There's another song right there. I
Yeah.
feel like
Hey.
Tyler Garrett. If anyone can go home and write it today, it's you.
oh man, that would be awesome. That's a pretty good. That's a
I mean,
pretty
when
good
you're
quote.
hanging out with folks, like I know you're good friends with the Frenches, and you've got people in your life that you're surrounded by such good people. Do you just listen and you're like, oh, that's a song? Like, does it just come from anywhere?
Oh,
Because we're looking
Sometime-
for a theme song
Well,
for
see,
the trends. So.
I say all kinds of, like I just have. I'm from down south, and they have. I have just some wild sayings, man, and a lot of the stuff I come up with, like that, is just life, and
Yeah.
and I put it to myself bluntly, it's more bluntly than we can say on camera sometimes, but you got to be real with yourself. Being real, I guess, is the way. You just have to say. Sometimes saying you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the way to say it.
Mhm.
Kevin Hart gave me that.
Shout out Kevin Hart. I tell you what, speaking of a funny guy, let's have a little fun here. Aaron, you want to do the rapid fire
Yes,
stuff?
yes. Every guest
This
we
is all
have
Aaron
on here,
Weeks.
we always do a rapid fire round, just like a little get to know you off the cuff kind of thing.
All right, let's
So
try it.
So you
Oh my-
It's
Think-
nothing too
yeah,
off
yeah.
the wall. It's
no,
pretty
you're
basic,
good.
So
but
for
I'm
the fans
excited.
that know Tyler Garrett, just wait. You're going to find out even more. And this is all Aaron Weeks. This is such a fun idea that
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does. We do this with
they're PG.
all of our guests.
unfortunately, but
Right. We'll do
My hands
Tyler
are
Garrett
sweating.
after dark.
Yes.
He's nervous.
No.
All
Yeah,
right.
Tyler.
very easy.
Take it away, Aaron
All
Weeks.
right, spring or summer?
Oh, definitely summer.
Early bird, night owl.
Night owl.
All right. Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Talking or texting?
Texting, I can get it all out.
Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Mm.
I'm old, so
Yeah. Cats or dogs?
dogs.
Giving or receiving presents?
Giving.
Night in or night out?
Night in.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Both. I like both. I like to release my brain sometimes.
All right. Coffee or tea?
Definitely sweet tea.
Awesome. Beach or mountain vacation?
Beach.
Love or basketball?
Do what now?
I wanted to throw you off.
That was a good one.
That took me. I said, Bert?
Love or basketball?
Love or basketball?
That's a good question.
They both involve a referee.
I'm a lover, man.
Yeah.
I'm a lover. They do involve a referee.
Or Huey Lewis or the news?
The news.
Perfect.
Good. I mean, he's at 14 News. We'll have
Yes.
to hold him to it.
No, I don't even, listen, I'm not going to, you might want to edit this, but I don't know who that is.
That's fair.
Do you have morning or nights? Are you a night owl or morning?
I'm a
bird?
night owl.
No, I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of artists, they live on that night. Like you're here,
I mean-
we're taping this at 9 a.m. and I was like, hope that's not too early for him.
No, believe it or not, listen, so I am a night owl and I'm the type of person that, but I have to be awake. Like if I had just woke up like an hour ago, this interview would have been, y'all been like, what is he doing? Like I've asked him the same question 3 times, different ways.
That's
No.
like a typical day for
Yeah.
us. That's how we do the show.
It's what? No, y'all done great. I'm saying is I have to be awake, and so I woke up at 6:30 this morning and left at. I woke up at 6 and left at 6:30, and then I was messaging Jamie. I was like, I'm early.
I'm here.
I'm early.
I'm doing my vocal warm-ups outside.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, though. That means you care, and we were so excited to have you in today. We're not done yet, though. A few more questions.
Oh, we're
and then we can
good.
wrap it up. But I love the rapid fire stuff. That's
Yeah,
so
that was
good.
amazing.
I try.
So for folks tuning in today, we are going to have people that already know who you are, that are fans of you, follow your career, your music. But for the folks that we're introducing for the first time here, what's some things, I mean, we had the fun questions there. What's also some things you wish people knew about you that you want to share, maybe kind of get out there today? Because this is what's good about these long form interviews is, kind of the story of Tyler Garrett that we haven't asked yet.
Well, okay. Well, I guess basically what I'd want people to know is this is a good question. That's a good question.
Sorry, I
That's a good question. What I'd want people to know is don't judge a book by its cover. What you see on the outside is not what always is on the inside, and that's pretty much it.
That's pretty
That's
good advice.
yeah. You know what I mean. That's
Yeah.
not advice. I mean, I'm talking about when you're looking at me or when you're looking at anything. But I'm saying to answer your question about me, what I'd want them to know about me is, I'm not the same that I used to be. I ain't that person no more.
Lots of layers for sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it's good to let people kind of get to know your story and get to know you, especially as you become an artist that people are welcoming into their homes and listening to your music. And songwriting is so vulnerable, and it really lets people know the inside of you. And then you perform it outside on the stage. There's nothing more vulnerable than that. It's like reading your diary on stage in front of people. And so, yeah, it's good to know. Don't judge a book by its cover when it comes to Tyler Garrett or anyone for that matter.
Anyone.
Well, Tyler, I tell you what, we've talked about the past, the present. Let's get into the future now. As your career continues to climb and explode, I mean, like I said, we introduced you saying you've sold out shows across the country, man. I mean, you're doing something right here. What is kind of on the horizon for you? What's the game plan these next couple of months? Where do you want to see yourself here in about a year from now?
In a year from now, I would like to be, I mean, any artist at my level would like to be selling out arenas but a realistic goal, I would like to be, signed with a publisher and writing music for a living full time and getting my songs heard and networking with people that, my spot in the industry may not be be as an artist. I mean, a lot of people say different, but it could be. I want to learn the aspect of the game any way I can. That way, when I get older, I can help somebody like me in this area, and it blossom into something good.
So like a dream artist that you want to write or work with in Nashville?
Definitely. Well, I have a few.
Don't hold back. Listen, say it now. Put it out in the universe, guys.
I would
Because it
love.
could happen. That's the thing.
It could definitely happen. I would love to sit down and write probably a whole album with Ernest. He's one of the best writers. Him and Hardy is probably they're the best writers in Nashville, along with their team, like their team of folks that work with them. That would be epic, because the music they put out. If you listen to anything on the radio, they probably have a hand in it.
Mm.
But
Anything you want to add, Aaron?
Yeah, but before we let you go, I want to give you a platform to tell us about your social media so people can find you if you're listening to this
That's right.
right now.
definitely. You can find me at original_ Tyler Garrett on any social media platform except for Facebook. Tyler Garrett is Facebook, and look my music up. Y'all look me up on every streaming platform service you can find. We got a song coming out the 29th. We
I was
got
about
time.
to say, you've got a new single coming
Yeah.
out.
Yes, I'm so excited about it. This song right here really, I feel like it really is going to touch home with a lot of people because time is the one thing we all have in common.
Yeah, and that's the name of the single is Time.
Yes.
And you said May 29th, that's coming out.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's like you said, it's the one thing we can't get back. And we're actually going to try to share, for those of you tuning in right now, we're going to try to add that here. However, we're going to edit that in so you guys can get a little snippet
it
of
in
that.
there.
So
Oh yeah.
I'll get it in.
Basically, it goes on. That's what I was gonna say. It goes on pre-sale the 23rd on iTunes.
Perfect.
Okay, awesome.
Amazing.
Yes.
Any gigs coming up too? We want to let you plug. I mean, let us know where you're going to be this summer. I mean, you are booked and busy, my friend.
Booked up. So right now, we got a release party the 23rd, and it's gonna be at Hickory Hills Campground in Eddyville, Kentucky, and we're inviting anybody that wants to come.
Perfect.
If y'all want to
Mark
come
our
out there,
calendars.
yeah, it'd be fun.
What's the trend on the road?
Hello.
Let's go.
We'll do a show from there. Why
That
not?
would
That's
be
right,
cool.
we
That
really
would be cool.
That would be
honestly.
pretty awesome.
We've wanted to do a location show before.
We really
We were
have.
this close with Fall Festival, but it didn't work out.
Didn't work out. Our agent got in touch with their agent, and we just, lines were crossed. So-
Yeah.
I'll be at Fall Festival as well at
Perfect.
Six String in Evansville. Six String's so amazing. They do a lot for me as far as getting me out to Evansville, and they got such a good crowd up there, man. It's such
They
a good,
do.
good
I've
people.
seen it just expand, and I see the energy that they the artists bring,
Mhm.
yourself to it,
Yeah.
and it's a great.
They have a
crowd.
lot of good artists
They
that come in
do.
there, man, and that's one thing you can respect about Evans or about Six Strings on Franklin is they definitely look for the talent
Mhm.
and appreciate the music. Not that's one thing I can say. I'm gonna say it. It's one thing about Broadway. They do not appreciate the music down there. It's not the people that's coming down there. It's the way they treat their musicians. We won't get into that, but it's just. I will say for new musicians, this is another piece of advice I give. Broadway is not the way to go. If you're trying to be a singer-songwriter, do not go to Broadway.
I
That's
can
not.
back you 110% on that.
If you want to play live shows for a living,
Yeah.
if you want to play live shows and sing for a bunch of people, it's a great opportunity. There's many musicians that make a good living down there doing it, playing 3
With a
times a
crappy
day.
sound system, and you're going to blow out your vocal cords within 2 or 3 weeks of singing down there.
Yeah, it's that. It's definitely that.
Yeah.
But they do create an avenue for I've met so many of all my band I met on Broadway, and I've met so many different drummers and bass players that play for this artist, and I'm talking about big name artists.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? What are you doing? You're playing down here for this? Man, this is my side hustle. This is where I got started, and that's where a lot of if you're a musician, that's where you go. But a singer-songwriter, that's not where you go.
That's right. I think you go to Union County, Kentucky, and you get
Yeah.
discovered by the
Come on,
Frenches and
Union.
14 News, and we bring you on the podcast, and we get this collage. Why do I ask you where you see yourself in a year or two and writing with some big artists is the dream and the goal, and headlining your own shows in those big arenas someday. I mean, the
Yes.
sky truly is the limit for you, Tyler Garrett. So, but for now, we have new music coming out. You plug it one more
Yeah.
time before we head out. Get it out there.
Yeah, we
Time.
need y'all to add time to your pre-save list. It's coming out the 23rd of this month, and it'll be out the 20. No, it'll be pre-save on the 23rd, and it'll be out the 29th.
You
Man,
got so many dates you can't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah.
So-
Your books.
but
in
yeah.
Union County, I love you.
Well, Aaron Weeks, anything else you want to add today while we have Tyler in studio?
Just thank you so much for
Mhm.
coming in. We love having guests on this show, and especially that you're our first music guest.
Oh man, that's
So-
awesome.
Well, and I know it's not easy to sit here and talk about yourself. I know it's not. You're a very humble, kind person. We
Oh,
got
thank
to
you.
know you before the show kicked
Yeah.
off today, and we like to put folks through the ringer though because truly we believe in you. You have
Thank you.
again a great local fan base, and we can't wait to see what you do
It's
next.
going to be so much to come. I'm really excited to see it.
I'm excited, and I appreciate you guys so much for having me on the trend.
That's right. What's the trend? That's right. So
Got it.
Tyler Garrett, tons of shows across our tri-state area. If you want to go check them out here this summer, be sure to add Tyler Garrett's social media that we talked about here earlier in the show so you can follow him.
I'll add a little
Yeah.
line if you're watching this. For sure.
That's right. And you guys can go check him out. Again, Tyler Garrett, thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much. Y'all
Thank
are
you.
awesome, man. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it. What a cool guy.
He's
Like that
great.
was so much fun. And again, first musical guest. I love hearing how people kind of, incorporate music into their lives, first of all, but like the songwriting aspect of it is again, what I said before, a foreign concept to me where I'm like, I can't believe that people just like can hear 2 words and then make an entire song about it.
That's right. Where they say in Nashville, 3 chords and the truth.
Yes.
2 words and the truth. We are so grateful. Thank you, Jamie French, for introducing us and recommending that Tyler come on our show. And thank you to Tyler
Yes,
Garrett for
thank you,
joining
Tyler.
us. He obviously has big plans for the future, but he has already done so much. Just want to highly encourage you guys to get out there, check out his music, support him. As he said, his new single's coming out. You can pre-order it, download it. And we just loved having a country music artist on our show. Hope to bring you guys a lot more of entertainment here, and as we continue to do what's the trend
To do
for you.
what's the trend for you. And he was kind enough to give us a little sneak peek of that new single. So if you just hold on for 1 second, we're going to play that for you at the very end of our show.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Bye.
Time cuts deeper, calls out grace, and leaves a scar on your past you can't erase. It's a thief and a preacher, it's a curse and a cure. Makes you wonder, would it spread you, would it stay?